Great.
Let's go.
Hey, I am Kim Davis with Assembly. I'm here with Jeremy Chapuis from Lenovo. We're super excited to be here together. And Jeremy, thank you for giving us extra time.
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
Love it.
So are we doing the interview in French, Kim, today? Because we're in France, we're in beautiful
Bonjour, yes.
Bonjour.
Si, si. So, Jeremy, what do you believe sets apart exceptional marketers from others?
Well, I think the role of marketers and CMO in general has been evolving a lot. And I think COVID has been making this transition very quick. Today the CMO has a full place at the board of director table. The CMO, needs to have many more competencies, like from a product, from a finance standpoint, from strategy standpoint, and this has been making the role of CMO being very different. I think a very good CMO will have to put the customer at the center of everything he does. That's what we do at Lenovo, and when you do everything for the customer, that's really making an impact, and your marketing activation is much, much better. I think data being data-driven is something that is an absolute requisite. Everything you do as a marketer has to be data-driven, analyzing the audiences, etc. Having a strategic vision, knowing where you are going, and leading based on that strategic vision. Talking to the audience, storytelling, I think, is something that is also extremely important. And finally, doing business with ethics. Having ethical standards is something that is going to be crucial, I believe.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
That was great. Now, how do you stay updated on the latest trends and innovations?
Well, I think there's no magic recipe. Everyone is going to be very different. At Lenovo, we've been doing something good, I think, for the well-being of our employees, where we've been implementing Think Friday. And that means that on every Friday afternoon, we're not taking any meetings, we're not taking calls, and that's time for ourselves. So myself, I'm using this time to look at the news, to do some researches on some topics that I wanna be better at and know more. And Friday afternoon is my time. My team is doing the same. I'm encouraging them to do the same thing. And then it's really going to be, taking part into some conversations online, looking at engaging with leaders that are role model in the industry.
Where are you finding that content?
Well, I'm finding it, we have subscriptions to websites, to tools, and when you're in the industry, when there is a panel that is going to be interesting for you, and we get a lot of solicitation also as marketers. So I'm not sure that's the way that has been working for me, So that's how I do it.
Have you been finding your time on Friday valuable?
Oh, I love it. I love it because I'm on calls from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day.
Yeah.
I barely take lunch, so having that time where I know I'm not going to be disturbed and I can do some deep work, deep thinking, or go into looking for some information, I think that's a very valuable time. I'm really looking forward to Friday every week,
Get a little break. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, as a marketer, what advice, or really just as a human, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Wow, that's a good one. I think I'm not going to be very innovative here, but I think I would say that it's very important to embrace failure.
Yeah.
I mean, the more you fail, the more you learn. And the more you fail, the more you're setting up yourself for success and for succeeding what you're trying to achieve. So embracing failure, testing, not being afraid of doing things that push you out of your comfort zone, etc. That's absolutely something that I would recommend. And when you're younger, I'm mentoring some people at Lenovo, and the advice I give them very often is, don't look after money.
Yeah.
You're young, build your profile, build your knowledge. The money you're earning today is nothing compared to what you're going to be earning later at the end of your career. So focus while you're young and you don't have big needs to improving yourself, making yourself a name, networking, and then the money is gonna come if you do a great job.
Do you tell them also to embrace their failures?
Yeah, of course.
How do they respond to that?
Well, they don't like it. They don't like it, right? They want the new generation. They want everything right now, yesterday, you know, and they don't want to fail. They don't have time. They are in a hurry continuously. So yeah, that's how they're going to be learning. It's a learning curve.
How do you help them?
Well, you know, in my mentoring sessions at Lenovo, I listen to them because I think listening to what is disturbing them and what is a challenge, what is seen as a challenge for them is very important. And then I just give my honest opinion, you know. Sometimes it's very straightforward and I want to believe I'm still young a little bit, you know, but I have a bit more experience than some of the 22, 23 years old people I'm mentoring. And very often it's just common sense, you know, and they have the answers. The answer is in front of them, but I just, you know, don't see it. So I'm just unlocking very easily the answer for them.
Yeah.
But I have monthly sessions with some of them, and I love it. I really enjoy this exercise because that makes me learn a lot myself too. So you know, the world is changing a lot, the new technologies, etc. And I need to adjust myself.
You gotta stay young, right?
While I gotta stay young, exactly. While they were born into the new technology, and they are outsmarting me 100% most of the time.
Yeah.
So that's keeping the challenge high, you know.
It's true. Now, I guess, what's your favorite thing you've seen so far here at Cannes?
Well, I think you guys have been doing a fantastic thing.
I told him to say that.
In the beach. I was here last year. I mean, the size is much bigger. You
Yep.
have some amazing speakers. So I really like what I'm seeing here. But I mean, the thing that I really like is that, you know, we go to CES, we go to Cannes, we meet the same people, and we're looking at what has been happening in the previous 6 months. And then we're going to define a roadmap for the next 6 months until we meet again. So we're in Cannes now. In January, we're going to be in CES. And that helps me reinforcing accountability with my vendors, defining the strategy, and learning new things again. Because, you know, there's a new topic that's coming every year out in Cannes, in CES. And I love it.
Same.
And the weather is much better than in Vegas here. That has to be said, right?
It is true. Yes. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
This has been great.
That was very good. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.